Hello, good evening, friends. How are you? If you don't already know me, my name is Crystal De La Rosa. I am a lead consultant, and I am gonna take you on my journey to Scentsy. And a couple of videos before this, I kind of gave you some knowledge of my journey and how my journey has been. And now I want to record myself in hopes that I can help myself be consistent and I can help others in having a better, growing a better business. So I hope, and again, I'm very inconsistent and I am practicing that, and I just want to reach out to others and let them know that you're not alone in this. It's difficult. Don't and just do your best not to compare yourself, because it's hard to compare. It's hard not to compare yourself from all of the SSDs or all of the or all of the celebrities in Sensi, and think, oh my God, it looks like they have it all well put together. They know what they're doing. And, well, yes, they know what they're doing. They've been doing this for many years, but also there's other consultants like you and I that don't know what we're doing. I have no clue what I'm doing. I've been doing this for 2 years and I still don't know what I'm doing. I am inconsistent. I'm still trying to figure it out. This is actually my first time trying to organize myself and trying to work on being consistent, and because it's just, for me it's a trait that I just absolutely hate about myself, and I'm trying to fix that. And I know sometimes I will fall, I will fall. There will be one day that I will fall off the wagon or I will forget something, but I want to be able to get to the point where most days I can come sit down and work and be intentional and balance out my whole life, where between being a housewife and taking care of my kids and my business and all the things with my life. So that's what I'm trying to do, and I hope I can help you guys too, for those who are like me. So I want to get started. Last video I talked about dreams and turning those into goals and creating a vision board, and now what? After that, now what? Well, we have to turn that into actions. And you might say, well, Crystal, well, how do I turn that into actions? They're just dreams, and dreams are just supposed to be dreamt. They're just, well, no. Your dreams can be turned into goals, and then from there we have to break them down into little steps so that we can get there. Okay, well, our vision board, what did we put? For me, like I said, I was inconsistent, and I should have gotten this earlier, and I forgot. I still haven't redone it. I want to redo it, and I started picking at it, and I'm not liking it, and it's just making me sad now. But I wanted to put a picture of my house. I actually printed that out, and so I want to put a picture of my house, because eventually I want to buy my house, and I want to be able to get out of debt, and I want to be able to support my family independently. So that I know is going to make a lot of things. So I'm starting off, I don't know, slow-ish, because I know it's when I think big numbers, when I think the directors and stuff, when they say, oh, let's do 2,500 every month. Okay, well, cool, but that seems like a little big to me. Okay, and they said, and they've taught us how to break that down. For me, I have to be able to grow into that. It's hard for me to just force myself into getting into just jumping to making it happen. Like, it's just astonishes me how people could do that. So action planning. First off, how do we do that? Well, we have to schedule how we want to work our business. We have to plan out our days on how it's going to look like, and how is that going to look like. Well, for me, I've had to make break down my schedule into pretty much hourly schedules. So I've kind of done this. I've done monthly. So I've done, and this is not just for any month in particular. I just kind of wrote down Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, went all the way through Saturday, and then all the way through 31 because, well, every other month has 31 except for February. So I kind of did it that way, and then I have a monthly schedule, a weekly schedule with every hour in it. So if you can see, I start from 7 a.m. all the way through 9 p.m. I have to do it that way I could, because I was one, or am one, present tense, I don't even know, where I was like, well, I don't have any time in the day to work. I'm always with my son. I always have to give him attention. He's 2 years old. He's a toddler. I can't. He's attached to my hip. I can't. So I had to break it down to see where I can work. So, and I've done that. Sundays is gonna technically be my day off, but not so much. I'm gonna relax. That's gonna be my. I'm gonna plan that out for the week. So I've done, and I've color coded just so I can see what's going on. And I have this, and I have my actual. I have 2 planners. And then I have digital. I have to work both digital and paper because sometimes I don't come and sit down and work first thing in the morning. I have to get my kids ready. I have to get my daughter ready for school, and then Levi's asleep, so I have to go do that first before I have to come and sit down and do that. So I've started up at 7 a.m. That's when my daughter wakes up. It's about 7 o'clock. A little bit before, but 7. So I can't so for Sunday, actually, this is the first row is for Sunday. So that's going to be my relaxed time, to my reflection time, my planning ahead time. And so everything that's white-ish. So for the weekend, that's white. That can be my time for my business. And then everything that's yellow here, that's my family time with of course my family. So I can on Sundays I can get up at 7 o'clock, take a shower, get ready, or maybe not even, depending on how that day is, and then start working from there until depends when I'm ready to get ready and shower. So usually around noon and 1 is when I start getting ready to shower, and then we go and visit family. And so that's my reserved time. On Mondays, I take my daughter to school. She goes in at 8, so for that hour, I'm not available. I come home, and then I start around 9-ish. Sometimes my son's already awake by the time I get back home. So I can't really. I try to fit in, because he's so attached to my hip. I try to fit in as much time as I can. So if I'm sitting on the couch with him, or I have something to do, I'm looking at I'm looking in my workstation for how much PRV, if I had any orders come in. I'm looking at my order history. I'm looking if my team has made any sales, or just small things like that, because he does this to me, and he wants my attention, and he's just all smiley. So from say 9 o'clock to, he likes to nap at around 1-ish. So I know I have at least 2 hours-ish, an hour and a half to 2 hours to work with him. And then I pick up my daughter at about 3. She gets out of school at 3, so I leave here about 2:30 to go get my daughter. And then, so that hour is out, because whatever. And then after that, we come home, she does school and stuff like that. So on and off, I do have time for to work, but a lot of the times we're eating, and the kids are eating. Michaela's doing homework, so it's just kind of busy. I try and fit in whatever, like if I'm getting an order, I'm speaking with customers and stuff. That's when I can squeeze that in. The orange, I call it my daycare, because I take care of my nieces and my nephew, and so I can do that too. I'm able to work that out ish. they nap. So throughout the week, the kids nap. So whenever they're napping, I try and work. They nap at least 2 hours. So I try and squeeze my Scentsy there, and I try. I'm a, I'm a slow worker, so I'm learning to do that too. Is how to work intentionally but quickly enough so where I can get as much done as possible. So I have that, and then my daughter on Fridays, my daughter gets out of school early, so I kind of have that blank. And then a lot of the times, we're out to lunch and stuff. So I only make that narrow, but sometimes we're out 2-3 hours out of Fridays, just because we go and hang out with her friends. She likes to go to the park with them. We go eat lunch with them, with her friends. I like to mingle with the moms and stuff. And then between 7 and 8 is dinner time and bedtime. So that's just out of the butt. I try and not work during that time. I kind of I'm closed from 7 o'clock on. Sometimes I can I'll squeeze in text messages from customers if I'm ordering and stuff, but usually I don't really put any investing time like computer, desk time. That's when I don't usually do that for there. When I'm communicating with my customers or trying to get orders set up or whatever, getting their totals and stuff, I stop texting them at 9 o'clock. That's when it's done, and then I'll reopen my phone or restart my business at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I do that, and then I also have every day planned out for me. So like I said, Sunday was my relax, reflect, and plan ahead time. Every Mondays are my order days. Because Thursdays are LTOs, and Scentsy tells us about LTOs on Thursdays, and then they have us order for Mondays. I usually like to just combine that all together and just order everything out. And that way I don't have to worry about it being on another day, and it's just a little too stressful for me. So I try and work according to Scentsy in a way. Tuesdays is like my booking host days, or I'm gonna start doing that. I haven't done that. To be honest, I don't really party, and I am gonna practice doing that. There's been time when I do ask people, they're not interested, and it just really discourages me the first couple of times. So I just kind of on and off been giving up, and then I'll party on my own. So I'm able to make my own. I'm able to party by myself pretty much. I'm not partying for nobody's. I don't have parties for my customers. Let's put it that way. So I want to start working on trying to figure out how I can do that and how to work around it. I feel like I'm being passive with my customers in asking, and I don't know how to turn that around. So I'm gonna figure it out. So I want to do that, and then training Tuesdays. I do trainings on. Scentsy does training 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So I do that on Mondays. I usually have it in my ears. I'm cooking breakfast at that time, usually for the kids, so I can listen. Also, set some time for yourself. Set some self-care, whether it's going to go get your nails done, go get your hair cut. A lot of my self-care is trainings and podcasts, so I do that when I'm driving. And when I'm cooking and not doing my downtime-ish. I don't really sit down. I do YouTube, but I don't really sit down and watch them. I usually listen to them. I'll put my ears. I call them my ears, but they're like my my Bluetooth. I don't even remember what they call them, my earpieces. And I'll just listen to them. And then sometimes if I do need to sit, so I'll watch it once, and then if I feel like I need to take notes or whatever, then I'll watch it. I'll sit down and watch it a second time, but it's rare. I'll just kind of jot down something really quick if I feel like I feel like it can help me out. Wednesdays will be my team days and my sponsor days. So at 6 o'clock, I do team meetings, which they will be posted up here. I've been putting them up on YouTube on Fridays, but I'm gonna try and move that up on Wednesdays. It just kind of feels like it's hard for me to post. I'll figure it out, but for now, I'm trying it out like this for a little bit. It might be just work better for me to do it on Fridays, but I have it here marked down. My team learning, I call it team learning instead of training. So my team learning is on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. And then Thursdays will be my LPAs, my LPAs, my IPAs, my income producing activities, and that will be my LTO. So whatever LTO Sensei gives us on Thursdays, I will also add that to like trying to create income producing activities to get sales in, that kind of stuff. Fridays will be my follow-up day. So I'm gonna try and also on Thursdays I'm starting to do weekly newsletters. So because of the LTOs, that way my customers know what's going on with Scentsy, what's new and whatever. And then I also have a monthly one, which I will get to that in a little bit. But so I will create like an infomercial, or like not an infomercial, but like a portfolio with all the information, with all the stuff that's new, and then what's been coming up previously. So say for example, like with this month, we had, I blinked out, we had the action plan. So we had the first of the month, we had the wax bars, the Bring Back My Bar, my Valentine's, and then Zoe. So on last week I did one, and at the top was whatever was new. So I put Zoe up there, and then I also like mentioned like reminders of what the previous was for the month, so that they could remember. Maybe they couldn't do it that past week, or they forgot or whatever. It's IPA. So then Friday I'll send it out, let them know, and then I'll take orders throughout the weekend. People are less busy throughout not so much because they catch up on their family stuff or stuff outside work, but they seem more available to reach out during the weekends, during the week, at least for me. And then Saturdays are delivery days. When what I've noticed with me on Mondays when I place my orders, I get my boxes Fridays or Saturdays, and so I'm able to kind of put them all together, and I'll send them out Saturday. If they come in, they'll come in early in the morning, so I'm able to like sort them out, and I'll do them Saturdays. If not, then then I'll do it during the week whenever I have some free time. But that's how it's been working. It'll come late that week, which I think is pretty cool. They've been really fast with the packages, and then I'm able to do them on Saturdays. And then I've done one that's monthly. So every first of the month, I want to start getting to the point. This is actually like my new. What I'm explaining to you is just my new strategy for 2023. How I want to present my business. Wanting to get to where I'm visioning this. So every first of the month, I want to be able to have 200 PRV. How do I do that? I'm going to front load. So have orders for scent and warmer of the month, for the wish box, the whip box, any monthly LTOs that they give us. Like this month was the diffuser, and Bring Back My Bars order. So anything that I can do that first day, I'm going to try and do that every month. Be active by the first day of the month. That way I know I'm already by the end of the game. And then every Monday, because it's order day, I'm actually going to mark, that's when I mark my PRV. So I want to be no less than 1,000 PRV every month. For now. Just because I'm learning to be consistent, so slowly I want to get to be consistent and get to that 2500 PRV and earn the sales earn the sales award. And I feel like this is more effective for me. I'm doing this my way, not the way everybody else says or whatever. Not that they're wrong, but I feel like this works better for me. So by the second of every Monday, I want to be at 500 PRV. By the 15th of every month, I want to be at 1,000. I said my goal was going to be every month was going to be 1,000, but imagine this. Say, for example, you want to be at 1,000 for the month. What if you can set more than one goal? You can. On the workstation, it allows you to. And that's one cool thing that they recently did too, is that you're able to put your goals on your workstations, and you can change it every time. So say, for example, you reach your goal, or you don't reach the goal on the very last day, but you do reach it sooner. Say, for example, the 1,000 PRV. That's my goal for the month. But say, for example, I reach it in the 15th. Yay, celebration, whatever. I can change it, and then I can say, okay, well, I can do another 1,000 15 days on the 30th. I've already doubled my goal. So you know what I mean? Like little baby steps. So if I could get my goal for the month, 1,000 PRV by the 15th, the rest is going to be smooth sailing. I'm not going to have a lot of pressure on me. And I will up it 115 for the following month. If I don't reach it, that's okay. At least I reached my initial goal, and I accomplished myself. I'll feel accomplished. I'll feel happy. I'll feel motivated to continue for the rest of the month, and no pressure, and I'll be able to be excited to keep going for the rest of the following month and for the rest of the year. That's my thinking on that, and I hope that might help you out too. So if I could get 1,000 PRV, which is going to be my monthly goal for now, on the 15th, the rest is smooth sailing. If there's no pressure, I feel like I worked less under pressure to get to where I need to go to. So if I could do it that way, if I could get to 2,000 PRV by the end of the month without any pressure, like, that's a win on my book. I just wanted to change my mindset to where I'm not feeling overwhelmed and like, ooh, like 2,000 PRV for the month. Yes, I could break it down. Yes, I could, do it that way, but I still feel a little pressure in that. Versus I feel less pressured if I can reach half of it for 1 month, or my initial goal for 1 month, and then let the rest of it. I hope I'm making sense with this. So 15th, I want to be at 1,000 PRV by the 15th. And then the following Monday will be 15 and then 2,000. And then, like I said, weekly newsletters, I will have them go out on every Friday. And then that way I can do my orders on Monday. I'm actually thinking maybe doing Thursdays, but on Thursdays I have my nieces and my nephews, and that's just hard for me to do it that way. And I'd say let's do it Wednesdays, but we don't know what comes out. Sometimes we don't know what comes out on Wednesday. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to just work with it that way a little bit. And then Happy Meal. I want to send out Happy Meals. I've been doing them really late. I always put them off. So I want to start doing them early. So around every last week of the Wednesday. So between like the 25th and the 26th, I want to be able to have them out to my customers. That way by that Friday, or by that by the 1st, I can have them I can reach out to them before the 1st, and that would be my front load, so I can have my 200 PRV for that following month. So that is my goal for that. That's how you would plan. So how would I get to that? How would I get to 1,000 PRV? Well, we also have a planning ahead that Sensei gives us. We don't want to rely on LTOs 100%. So let's say 1,000 PRV by week 2. I have to be partying, and I can make an average of between just by myself, partying by myself, I do between 700 to 1,000. So imagine if I party $500 party in a week. I can do 2 of those and get 1,000. I'm already at 1,700 ish. So I'm gonna start doing that. I need to figure out some ways because Facebook my Facebook haven't really been successful, and it's not fun for me. So I need to find a way that is fun for me. I also want to say is just find something that will work around you. Find something that will work around your schedules. Since you're not supposed to work, you're not supposed to work around Scentsy schedule. It's supposed to work around you. That's how Scentsy is made. So if you have to put Scentsy first before family, that's not the way it's supposed to be. Work around your schedule. Even if you have to put in 15 minutes before you go to bed, or you have to go in 15 minutes later, or go in or wake up 15 minutes earlier, at least you do that. I also have a suggestion. What? Yes, baby.
Can I have my tablet?
Yes, that's fine.
One of TV.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing excites me. Because I'm waiting for the part of where he likes the green and eggs ham, but I can't find it.
So this February, I'm gonna start. Sorry, it was my daughter. This February, because we're going into transition month. I'm gonna relaunch my party, so to speak. So one thing, and I'm kind of I'm stuck. So I'm gonna ask my VIP customers if they want to book a party for me. Without saying party because it scares them. So I want to see if maybe they could help send me some customers. And then I'm gonna invite people over to me. That way I can do that too. So one thing I would recommend is Scentsy gives us a power hour. Now you're gonna say, Crystal, I don't have an hour to work on my business. Okay, well, break it down into increments. Like I said, break down your schedule. If you have 15 minutes 15 minutes before you start your day, before you can shower, put it in here. If you have 15 minutes in your lunch, put it there. If you have 15 or 30 minutes between dinner time and going home, put it in there. If you have 15 minutes while your kids are in bed and you're unwinding, do that too. So find out a way to put your business in your schedule. There is always time. If your business means so much to you, if you really want to get to where you want to be, there is always a way. If there's a will, there's a way. So Scentsy always comes up with the power hour. I also recommend doing your list of 100. Now maybe you say I don't have. Maybe 100 is too overwhelming for you. Okay, then start with 20. And do it from there. Start with your supporters, your family, your friends, your acquaintances. And then from there, those people who bring in customers to you, now you can ask them to do parties, and then you can brush them out and then work it that way. So they have their power hours, and they already have it for you. What is your goal? Where are you currently at? Your daily stats. Where is your team at? Where do you want your team to be? Who are you going to follow up with? What are you going to do as far as networking? Who are you going to check in with? And who are you going to share your opportunity with? And then it has all the instructions back here. So I would say power hour and do a booking list, your list of 100. And start with 20 people. If 100 were if 100 overwhelms you. Or also do that, or also do, when you do that, have a booking list with yourself. Set yourself 15 minutes and message as many people as you can on your contacts list and see if they will help you out. We can't make excuses for ourselves. Oh, I have to do this with my I want to do this with my sensei. I want to, what is one thing that I tell myself? Oh, just right now, I'm like, oh, I need to make Valentine's baskets. Oh, I'll do it later because my kids won't let me, or because I have to. I make an excuse. I make some type of excuse, and I'll put it off. So I can't do it right now. I don't have time. I want to fit in this first before I work on my baskets. I want to contact my customers before I make my baskets. Okay, well, when are you gonna do your contacts? Oh, I'll do it in a little bit. Let me just sit down and rest real quick because my back hurts. You know what I mean? Like, I'm making excuses for myself when it's not even beneficial for me. Yes, my back hurts. Well, what? Okay, I can sit down on the couch and I can spend 5 minutes and ask to host parties. Or I'm too busy with my kids. Okay, well, my kids have sports. I can't put my business in there because I have to take my kids to sports. Okay, well, take a catalog, take some scent testers, and talk to the parents that are there. Or take a warmer and a bar and ask and give them a warmer for them to try out for a little bit and see. Oh, I have to go grocery shopping. Okay, we'll take a product list, a scent circle, and samples, and hand them out to people. Take information also. Do not leave without their information. Or just their information, or their Instagram if they have an account. Give them a QR code. So that's one thing I've been wanting to say. Do not give yourself excuses. Fight it. Oh, I don't want to do a business because I have kids. My kids won't let me. Isn't your kids the reason why you're doing this in the first place? My kids are. This is upside down. Use it as your reason. Use it as your motivation to work in your business. I'm talking to myself too because I know I need to do this. Oh, I'm too lazy. Oh, I didn't sleep well. Oh, well. Grab a stick of gum and chew on it. That way you can stay awake. And put in at least 15 minutes. Caffeine doesn't work for me, so that has to do. Or just fight through it. Oh, I want to go sleep with my son. I'd rather go sleep with your son. Yeah, but that's not making you money. That's not going to make me director by December 31st by the end of the year. So do what works for you. There is no wrong or right way to work your business, as long as you work your business. Work your business. You don't know what you're doing, well, do it not knowing. At least you do it, and then you can reflect on the past. This is all new. What I've just explained to you, it's new because I am restructuring my business. I need to find new ways to learn how to teach myself to be consistent. And so far, it's starting to work. I've missed a couple days here and there again. I've kind of officially sat down and done this last week. Then I've missed a couple days, but I'm not trying to be hard on myself on it. Is what I'm doing. Is not what I'm doing. I feel like when I was being hard on myself, I was getting overwhelmed, and then I just wouldn't do it. I wanted to organize my desk. I wanted to figure out how to put put my follow-ups together. I created this binder so I can do follow-ups. I can have everything that I need together. I have like a whole mess on my desk right now. And I would say, oh, I'm gonna follow up with my customers. Oh, but I want to put a binder together that way first, and then I'll do it. Or no, I said, I'll do it first. That way I can put the binder. Or I would do it vice versa, and I wouldn't do excuses. I would make an excuse out of it. I would get overwhelmed, and then I wouldn't do it. So I decided last week. You know what? I am gonna follow up with people. And as I go, I'm gonna put my book together. I am gonna put my binder together. And that's what I did. And I feel so much better. I have my calendar, my Scentsy calendar here, and I actually have a second one. That way I can have hourly, and I can put Levi's. I feel like I'm going to be, it also has, like, it has my priority list. It has my goal settings and stuff. So I feel like this will be a little easier for me. And my to-dos when I want it. And I feel like it's going to be a little easier because the Scentsy, it kind of overwhelms me, or it's not where I want it to be. And I tried putting it together, but I just kind of couldn't. So I kind of put 2 binders together, and then it has my weekly and the hourly. That way I can fit in. Also, my son is a heart patient, so we have appointments with the cardiologist, the neurologist, and different pediatricians. We're seeing the doctors a couple times a month. So I want to be able to fit that there and see it. I have to see it. Oh, and then I have my planner, my Google, because I'm not always I'm not always sitting at my desk. So I have whatever I have scheduled in writing, I have it on my phone. And vice versa. And it always matches. That way I know what's going on. I know ahead of time. I get dinged, I get reminded whenever I do, and I'm not looking on here. Find a way that works for you so that you can work your business. If you're a night owl, if you're an insomniac and you're just busy twiddling your thumbs in the middle of the night because you can't fall asleep, put some hours into your put some time into your business with that. Oh, but I can't text people. Okay, schedule it. 8 a.m. first thing. At least have it written out for your customers, and that way it's scheduled by 8 o'clock. It's already done as if you were already working at your desk. Front load. That's probably going to be your best bet, and I have to learn to do that too with my social media. I'm learning along with you guys, not as long, along with you guys. I'm actually basically restructuring my business. Is what I'm doing. I'm trying not to say I can't anymore. I'm practicing that. I can't means I certainly am not trying. And it's half true because you're making nothing because I'm making nothing but excuses. I want to make baskets. Oh, but I can't because I have to do something else. Well, is that making me money? No. Do whatever is making you money first, and then do the rest later. Book. That's for sponsors. Party. Follow up with your customers. Okay, well, that's all I have right now. Set up a goal for yourself. You need to pay for your car. Your car is $600. Okay, well, how many parties does that mean? Minimum qualifying party is 200. You would need 3 parties. I would say 4 because you should always have an open link for yourself, no matter what. That way, those are catch-alls. Whatever customers come and follow up with you, and they want something, and then you can have those as your samples. Order your rewards can can be your samples. Scent circles can be your Scentsy, your Happy Mail, and your thank you gifts. I have a bunch of circles. I always have a party for you so that you can stay stocked. At least one. Or maybe two for you, because you can always relaunch a part. You can always launch your party every month. I'm going to start inviting my customers to come over every weekend, because I have a lot of inventory. I have a lot of stock. Most of it was mine, but I when I first started, I got all excited and happy, and so I have all of this inventory, and it's slowly being used, but I can actually get some money out of it too, and just reorder, recycle. So I'm gonna start doing that too, is inviting my VIPs to come over. So I'll have 2 parties open. Find what's best for you. If you can't party, then have people come over to your house, like I just said, like I'm just doing. That will be your party. Do one every month, every week. And invite 10 people. Hey, bring a friend over. Bring 2 friends over. They bring 2 friends, and there's your new customers. Hey, I'm doing another one next week. Could you bring another 2 of your friends? Ask their friends. Keep the cycle going. So, I hope that was helpful. I hope that was part of the action plan. You understand the action plan. Find the amount. Find where you need to be at every month. If you need $600, well then you need 2,000 PRV. How many is that a month? 2,000 PRV, that is divided by 200. If you're thinking minimum, I wouldn't even say let's do minimum. 200 is active. We should be doing 500. Why? Because we need to become leaders. We want to sponsor. Minimum should be 500 PRV. Don't tell yourself otherwise. And tell your customers that. My parties are no longer, claim it for yourself, and that way customers are going to be like, wow, and then they would want to get all the, how much do I get for that? Oh, well, you get, I don't even, like, I'm just gonna guess $60, and no, not even that, like a $500 party. $60. I'm just gonna get $60. Oh my God, look at me! I need to remember that. But I haven't been partying with customers, so I wouldn't even know. Shame on me, right? That will get you $60 in free products and 4 half-offs. That's not accurate, but I'm just saying. And they're gonna be like, wow, that's cool. I can get $60 in half in free products. Yeah, girl, put your wish list together. Let's do it. So 500 to get to 2,000. You need 4 parties. Well, 5 because of, in case one fails, and then another one because you're doing your own self. Shoot for more. Who cares? When can you do the parties? Every Saturday? Okay, so then do 2 every Saturday. Or do 1 Friday, Saturday. Or Saturday, Sunday. Do what works for you, but make it happen. Make your goals happen. And don't let yourself down. If you made a promise to yourself that, oh, I'm going to make 1,000 PRV by the 15th, do it. Hustle it. Make yourself proud. You're the only one that can make yourself proud. You're the only one that can do this. Nobody else can do it for you. I can inspire you. I can help you. I can give you the tools on how to get to where you need to be. But I can't tell you what to do. I can't want it more than you. Again, it goes back to your why are you doing this? Remind yourself. Put it on a post-it note. I have 2 words this year. Consistent and growth. And I have it here. I have a sticker. I have it written down on a sticker right here on my laptop. I have it on my planning ahead thing. I'm gonna minimize my vision board and I'm gonna put it here. My vision board is gonna be here. And then I'm gonna write it every day. Do that for you. What is your why? Write down your why. Put it on a post-it. Write on a post-it. Is your why scary enough for you to push yourself to get to where you want to go? What is your why? I want to support my kids by myself. Does that scare you enough to actually be able to do it? And I can do it tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes because you're going to push it for another tomorrow, for tomorrow, for the tomorrow, for the tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. Do it now. Even if it takes you 5 seconds, do it. If you think of something right then and there, do it because you're going to forget. Oh, I need to text so-and-so. Even if it's just to build a relationship. Oh, so-and-so had their baby. Let me text them, see how they're doing. Text them right then and there, or call them right then and there to see how they're doing. You build relationships. That's how you build relationships with your customers. That's how they will want to support you even more. And then that you can possibly get a host out of it or a sponsor out of it. A sponsor, a recruit. It's gonna take time, but we have to do something that works for us. You can't rely on your customers that you have now. And reward yourself. Pretend you were a new customer, or a new consultant. First 15 days, you made 1,000 PRV. And Tensu congratulated you. And then 70 days, you made level 1, 2, or 3 of Shooting Star. Do that. First 14 days, you made 1,000 PRV. Go get yourself a Starbucks. Go get your nails done. Reward yourself when you've accomplished something. Go do something that makes you happy. Go watch a movie. Go to the theaters. You haven't done it in a while since COVID, before COVID. But that makes you happy, go do that. And that way you can stay motivated to keep going. Okay, well that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, I appreciate your time today. Or I appreciate your time in watching this. I hope I helped you guys out. I hope I gave you guys some inspiration. I hope it made sense. I hope you got something out of this. I really, really hope you did. I did. I certainly did. I actually feel like I'm scolding myself a little bit. No, I'm not scolding myself. I am empowering myself. I'm getting myself to do it. I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, I'm a little off on my day, so I'm gonna do a few things. I'm gonna make my baskets. I haven't met my goal this month, so I have to get it. I'm almost there. And I want to do it. Oh, tomorrow's world tour for me. They're coming into my hometown, El Paso, Texas, and I'm so excited. So, my goal was to make 1,000 before World Tour. So I have the rest of tonight to do it. But it's not the end of the month either, so I just wanted to relax for the rest couple of days in front load. That was my plan. But sometimes things will happen. I'm still gonna make my goal though. I am gonna make my goal. And I can't do it while I'm here, so I gotta go and make my baskets. You guys have a good night. Happy Friday. Go do the damn thing. Love y'all. Bye.